Hey guys, welcome back to Flash Custom Transfers. I know it's been some time since I did a video with all this stuff going on. So today is a farewell, not to YouTube, not to you, but to our shop. Today is Friday and we are closing the doors to the shop on Monday. So we are in the shop today working on some things. Our printer has been down for about 2 months, so we finally, when I say we, I mean Carl. Carl has finally got it up and running. He got the parts that he needs. Right now he is running some solution through the Printheads. It looks like the Printheads might need some work done on them. So we will be printing at home. So we're gonna be downsizing everything, getting rid of the shop, printing at home. We do have a few pieces of equipment here that we are still looking to get rid of. If you are in the Conroe area, Houston area, or if you're anywhere in Texas and would like to purchase these units, which I'll show you guys here in a minute, please contact us at flashprintingdepot.com and we can get you hooked up. They are at a great deal, and you know, these shakers right here are super reliable. So just contact us, let us know. Obviously I'm wearing this faja. I know you're like, girl, why are you wearing that faja? This is also linked in the description below if you are interested in this for you, your wife, anyone special. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what Carl's doing.
That apparatus right there. This is how you clean your printheads.
With styrofoam cup.
Yep, to catch the liquid. It's my
Rag.
first time using it. Usually I just been using rags.
Rags to riches.
Pull your dampers.
He's cleaning the printhead, guys.
I've done this a bunch of times already.
Yeah. Let me get your phone second.
Pull the printheads. Not that difficult. Once you do it like 5-6 times, you kind of get used to it. Still be gentle.
The dampers?
Yeah, well, once you clean the printhead. Because a lot of people just throw out printheads. But these are HD printheads, which are like better quality than your traditional. They make cheap i3200 printheads, but these are not them. Hence why they're able to survive and still print. And then this, all this splash and stuff, I need to actually drop my blade, just another hair. I need to drop my blade because it's a little too high and it's hitting and flicking a splash. So I will be cleaning up that. First thing I'm gonna do is take my solution, my syringe. I mix my own solution. I use strong cleaner. Today I'm using some of this moisturizing stuff. This stuff right here is used. They just sent me out this big bottle because we have a wet capping station. Automatically down there, it sucks the stuff up, puts it in the capping station, keep it wet. But I'm gonna, and if you look, this printhead, both of these printheads sat for 2 months, and this is where they're at today. So you guys can see, this is how far I was able to bring them back. And we printed yesterday. We don't have any of those prints. Oh yeah, we do, right over there.
You kept some?
Yeah, I kept some over there if you want to look. So right now I'm missing this channel, pieces of this channel, pieces of this channel, some pieces of this channel. So I'm getting a lot of banding. So I'm gonna flush it again, try to bring all my channels back, especially this one, and then all my color channels are back. That was super easy. Brought everything back, gonna try to flush it all out, get it a little better, this way I get rid of my banding, and then just keep printing, and this thing should be back to good again. This is what happens. We know our manufacturer, right? We have a great relationship with our manufacturer. I was here till late last night. You know, they signed in, fixed everything with the new board. We got the new screen over there for the shaker. A lot of people who buy stuff from China don't necessarily have that great relationship, especially if you are, most people here in the United States, they just buy just to print themselves. We are, you know, here to sell equipment. So anything that we have go wrong with our equipment, they're like, hey, yes, we'll fix it, anything that you need, so that we can continue to sell more equipment through Flash Printing Depot. This is all related to Flash Custom Transfers. everything that you're looking at here. So they, yeah, this is what happens whenever you purchase good quality stuff too. This printer was purchased in 2022, 2023. Yeah, it's an old model. It's not a current model. Let me pull this out of here. It's such a tough vacuum. There's nothing. Make sure that you. There we go.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Be very careful because it's pulling out this little thing, and I took like another hose and put it on there because I was having to stick this down in that bottle right there, and it was tough. So if you want to come look, start with my first channel, my first one here. I'm just going to do a little light just to kind of get the cleaning solution in there and go. And each one has like 2 sprays. Come right here. Keep this under here. And if you look underneath, you can see a spray out of the bottom. Oh yeah, look at all that white coming out. I'm gonna push it through. Get that out like that. Second one. Save it for the third one. Just this first one, I'm just gonna get some stuff in there.
I can't get it. Not with mine.
And you can kind of feel the tension on which one is a little stuck and which one isn't. Can you give me another rag? Yeah, there we go. Put it right here. All right. Take my cup. That's about how much stuff I was able to push out. I'm just going to keep doing this process. Oh man, that's a big drop. Almost one of my pants. Get some more solution here. And just keep doing this process. I'll show you guys what it looks like at the end. Let's get a big draw now. Got some solution in there. You want in between, what I've been doing sometimes, I'm on film today, but not to make this video so long, but me, I like to get it in there. Let this stuff, because this stuff is strong, let it kind of sit in there, break down the material a little bit. Then you notice whenever you wait like 5 or 10 minutes and you go back and you push it, you'll get all that gook and all that gunk out of there. Because that's what I'm having. If you're able to see some stuff, you can see that your nozzle is actually trying to fire. And that's what I got here. Remember, I had nothing whenever I first started. I came in at 2 months, I had nothing. And I was able to get it back to here. And these are after some strong head cleanings as well and cleaning the nozzle. So I know I can get it all back. It's gonna take some time. But the thing about your printer is once you get it back, you wanna keep printing because it loves to print. It's gonna lubricate everything with the ink and everything. You just wanna, once you can get it back, you wanna start printing. You don't wanna get it back and then go sit again. Or get it back and then go sit again. You don't wanna do that. You wanna print, get this thing back printing so it can get back in its normal brace. It's almost like an injury. I see a lot of people give up. I see a lot of people, they'll give up or they'll get to like this or nothing, right? If you look at, I have like 10 of these sheets like this of nozzle test. And you'll see a lot of issues or you won't see it come back and then they'll just say, I'm gonna get rid of it. These things are $1,000 a pop. You can bring them back. It just takes time. I'm actually gonna start right here.
This one. So I can see.
Mm-hmm. Tell me whenever you want me to start.
Go.
Okay. Okay, get that one. Got a nice spray pattern there. Let me get it. I need to see. Nice spray pattern over there. That's the one. It's this one and this one. Oh, that's a good spray pattern. Is it the second one? That's a good spray pattern. Yeah, that's the difficult one. So my third one. My third one is difficult. What you don't want to do too is run this stuff back through your printhead. Once it's out of there, leave it out of there. Some people saying you can blow out your printhead. Well, if you're using stuff like alcohol and all that other weird stuff, I don't know. I've been only using cleaning solution, having great results from printhead cleaner, and then I got this moisturizer in there. That's like a lubricant for inside as well. I wouldn't use Windex. I see people using Windex and all types of other stuff. I don't think that's a good idea, but
I'm gonna do a start to finish.
some people do stuff like that. I'm not gonna use Windex because people think, oh, this blue is just Windex and whatever. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna use my blue solution, that moisturizer, stuff like that. What I'm gonna do after this blue solution, I'm gonna run the clear moisturizer through it. Moisturizing liquid for the head. It sits on the head. I'm gonna run that through it as well, clean it all out. As you see, we still have some white. I'm gonna keep running this until this is mostly blue and then clear. So now it's mostly white because there's still a lot of white in there. And I wanna get these channels as clean as possible. So it's a long process. I spend, how many nights have I been here?
5.
Right? Every night I've been here trying to get these heads back to where we got them, right here. And we did print yesterday. Go ahead, show them the prints over there. Those are the worst. The best ones are the ones